The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome to the Eagles Sports Network. I'm Dan Rezork, standing here with head cross-country coach Mike Spooner. Mike, what do you think about these poll rankings?
It's a good opportunity kind of for us as coaches just to see where people are at. Traditionally, it does reflect the previous year. So really, once week one gets rolling, then most of us coaches have a really good understanding of what week one is more than actually the preseason rankings. But I'm excited for it. I think especially with a lot of the COVID eligibility, it's a little tricky to know where people are at in terms of graduating. So I think once a lot of those years kind of go by, the preseason rankings will really kind of be a little more true to where teams are based on what coaches saw from the previous years. But I'm excited certainly to move up. I do think that both our men's and women's teams are significantly better than we were last year. I think with a true summer of training and base work where they didn't have it last year. Last year we were playing a lot of catch-up in a lot of areas. So I think that not only just with a young team bringing a lot of people back, but also with a true and solid summer-based training that will quickly exceed past our conference ranking.
Mm-hmm. Now, Coach, I know we have a fairly young team. Is there anyone on the roster we need to keep our eye on?
Yeah, I think on the women's side, I'm seeing a lot of push and leadership from Grace Lathrop, who is our freshman coming in from Farragut High School. She was fourth in the state last year for Tennessee in cross country. She is really the one that pushes the first domino to the rest of our women's squad. Something that we have a great opportunity with the girls we got is they do a very good job of one connecting to the other, to the other, to the other, and that's how you can do really well in a lot of cross-country meets, and that's what did us a lot of favors last year with our top four. Is our number one, the higher she finished, the higher 2, 3, 4 did, and so I see that pattern happening again, and so I think she is one who is certainly, although first year in, is going to take a lot of that lead, and if not her, the others that have been benefiting from it will also take the lead, and she'll fall in place. And so the thing I like with our women's squad is we have a lot of opportunities of that first domino piece. On the men's side, I do think Ray Brugmans is going to take a big step forward. Ray was our top guy last year. A lot of stuff he was new to, being more of a miler, in his life and getting adjusted to American kind of cross country, in U.S. Racing at the collegiate level as someone that came from the Netherlands. And so he picked up and learned a lot of lessons last year, I think the hard way in terms of getting used to large-scale racing. But with that said, he's going to be able to take those lessons and push forward on top of the fact that we've surrounded him around with a great cast on the men's side that is pretty deep. The great thing I like about our men's and women's rosters this year is I cannot predict who our top five are. I think it's going to be different every week, every race, and so hopefully for us there, Ray is one that I think will constantly keep pushing those around him, whether he's the one guy, three guy, five guy. You're going to see a constant push from both men's and women's to keep changing the order. I don't think everybody's settling into the mindset of, this is where I belong, this is where I'll stay. So that really gets me excited to see what our team could do.
Gotcha. Sounds great, Coach. Awesome. I'm Dan Rezork. This is Coach Mike Spooner with the Eagles Sports Network.